let things be exactly as they are. You can't change me, and you can't change God. So let things be exactly as they are. And you and me will live in peace. Kumbaya.
Wee doggies. We haven't had a chance to put the wee doggies in there, and we will, because we have to have the wee doggies, right?
Yeah. Oh, y'all. Thanks for joining us today, and we really appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
How's your what's up for 2024? You excited about 2024 and all the growth you did in 2023? You're going to just skate right through 2024, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be the easiest one yet because of all the work you did last year, right? Not that we compare, but we build on what we know, don't we? We build on foundations of what works. We continue to move ahead with what works. Yeah. Right? True. We grow, we change, and we move, and we see things differently. We make different decisions, and we create the place of peace that we know heals. You know, so like that's what we're going to be talking a lot about today as this first part of A Course in Miracles, because you know that A Course in Miracles is something that Yolanda and I do every year. And if you'd like to be a part of this year, we are starting up again next Wednesday. We kind of have a chat, a little fellowship before class at about 6 to 7, and then we really delve into about a couple of pages, often 4 or 5 pages, of A Course in Miracles every week on Wednesdays between 7 and 9. Yep. So if you'd like to be a part of that, and people come and go, it's not rigid. We have there's almost about 40, 50 people that we interact with every, Wednesday with this lesson, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Just email Yolanda@yolanda.net and mention that you'd like to be a part of the Fellowship of Awakening, and we'll send you the invite to the secret room.
We have a different room. It's on a platform called Jitsi. Jacqueline's here. Hi, Jacqueline.
Glad you're here.
So glad you're here.
And so we're beginning again with A Course in Miracles. Yeah. Reading it again. So you can read A Course in Miracles every year if you read 12.8 pages a week. Did you know that?
Hi, Jacqueline.
Happy New Year. Let's take a look. Well, before we take a look at what's in the lessons, because the first 50 lessons in A Course in Miracles, she just says another 50 times. The entire Course in Miracles, in my opinion, speaking for what my experience, the entire Course in Miracles can be finishing cookie. Oh, sweetie, we love that. Big hugs to everybody. Yeah. So the Course in Miracles is what was I going to say? Anyway,
it's your total jam.
Because you can read it 12.8 pages a week. We're going to be moving through this year. And before we get into the specific the first 50 lessons, which are the breakdown of the Course in Miracles, I'm going to do the first 7. Let's do our sing along.
Oh, you want to do okay?
So we can move into that, because I want to. I'm really excited. I'm always excited about the lesson to teach to teach this, because I'd like to share with you the foundations of A Course in Miracles. Yeah. In part of my homily, or my little attempt at teaching, I'd like to bring you all the way through A Course in Miracles. I'd like to bring you through the introduction and the workbook for the lessons, the introduction to the lessons workbook, and the rest, the manual for teachers, as for the rest, right. The prayer at the end of Manual for Teachers, because they tell us, they go through A Course in Miracles, and she tells you what Course in Miracles is going to do, what it is. It tells you how to do it, and then it tells you in this poem at the very end what it looks like to be in the life that is applying the principles of A Course in Miracles. It's completely, it's really, really beautiful, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. So let's get the sing along together.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we singing along today?
Well, first of all, I want to land for a second and say how grateful I am to this community. As we joined in this morning to hear the homily and the we always start with the meditation, and we just once again felt the love, and the welcoming embrace of this community, and it just feels so at home. We just feel so at home,
Family is overused, but it's that family tone that is familiarity that means I don't have to perform.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's that feeling. It's like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to feel like all the time. Like, I'm not afraid of managing everybody.
Yeah. And it was just so delightful to hear Regina's homily and the courage and the bravery in which she shared and the songs she shared. It was just, wow, it just eased my heart,
to hear my thoughts come out of her mind.
Truly. Truly. And another thing that I wanted to say kind of before we got started was what came to me over the holidays and the new year especially was a project for me for 2024, which is to actually look at my fears instead of running away from them. And I've been sort of, I know, right? Yay. But when we speak about politics and the wars and all those things, I'm really afraid of those things. I'm so with Regina so strongly and bravely addressing right off the bat, major fears that I hold on to, it just really gave me a sense that I'm in the right place. I'm with the right people. As the year progresses, I'll continually look at what scares me and move through it with your help, and of course with my beloved husband's help. And,
if you knew the gift that reminded what that the Course says, if we really understood the gift that fear was trying to give us, we would run. She says, run toward it. We would not hesitate a minute. We would be excited about saying, oh my God, there's a pony here somewhere. It's like, so if you could see the results, you could see the foundations of it. And that's why I want to begin. I'm so excited about telling you the foundation, being able to really put out the foundations for A Course in Miracles that put us on this steady foundation for transformation.
Yeah. Real,
true, lasting transformation.
Yeah. So great. Connie's here. Hey, Connie.
Connie Poole.
All right. So, as we've been listening to programming today, we both decided that we wanted to share this. Thank you, Shauna.
Yeah. What gift is fear holding for me?
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good inquiry question.
Yes, it really is. All right. So, I'm going to put in the chat our song. Oh, so that's not the whole piece of it. Hold on. Let me find it.
Oh no. This one?
There we go. Okay. So the song is called I Love Myself. And I think y'all have heard me sing it before. Let me put it in the chat. There we go. I love myself.
Call and response. You know we love a call and response around here. She's going to call. I'm going to help you respond.
All right. All right, let's get our groove. Here we go. Glen
Ready?
on the shaker.
1, 2, ready.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
My life feels good.
My life feels good.
And I can have what I want.
I can have what I want.
So I choose joy.
I choose joy.
And I choose peace.
I choose peace.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
My life feels good.
My life feels good.
And I can have what I want.
I can have what I want.
So I choose joy.
I choose joy.
And I choose peace.
I choose peace.
Opportunity finds me. I create what I need. I'm open to suggestions. I accept success. I take responsibility. Abundance flows through me. And I prosper.
And you prosper.
You prosper.
You prosper.
We prosper.
We prosper.
And a 1,
Take it
2,
off.
3, because I love myself.
I love myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
My life feels good.
My life feels good.
I can have what I want.
I can have what I want.
So I choose joy.
I choose joy.
And I choose peace.
I choose peace.
Once again now, opportunity finds me. I create what I need. I'm open to suggestions. I accept success.
Success.
I take responsibility. Abundance flows through me. And I prosper.
And I prosper.
You prosper.
And you prosper.
We prosper.
And we prosper.
And a 1, 2, 3, because I love myself.
I love myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
My life feels good.
My life feels good.
And I can have what I want.
I can have what I want.
So I choose joy.
I choose joy.
And I choose peace.
And I choose peace.
For all beings.
For all beings.
For all life.
For all life.
For the universe. Because I love myself.
I love myself.
Wow, I've had so much insight since I first wrote that song. I was
So
like,
fun.
capital I love myself.
Myself.
Not the little ego I, but the capital I.
You think you're writing a
the
song.
Inclusive.
And you think you know what it means.
And then years later, I see the I as all of us, you know? It's so wonderful.
To sing from that I,
Yeah.
it would be a very powerful feeling,
Yes.
right? To
Yes.
sing from that I and mean it. I love myself.
Yeah.
My life feels good.
I forgive myself.
I can have what I want. We talked about that today.
Yeah.
You have what
You want. You have what you want. I
really
have what I want.
honestly look at you have what you want. Oops. Oops. You know, that's just like you have the job that you want. You know, or don't. Right?
Well, I mean, what I took away from Regina talking about that kind of thing is that look at my life. Let me look at my life. What's here is what I want, because I've chosen to want this. You know,
I set it in motion. I created the conditions to grow these things that I'm harvesting.
Yeah, and so with the realization of that is how I can, make a different choice. And so,
At least stop complaining. Step one.
Step one. Okay, let's ring the bell and breathe and have a moment, and then get to. Oh, let's do our video song too.
Yeah.
After this, so here we go. All right. Once again, here we are, you and I, together, co-creating this circle of unconditional love. It is so wonderful to know that we are safe, we are blessed in this unconditional circle of love where everything that we like is included and everything that we do not like is included, and we are safe in that circle, knowing and seeing and trusting and learning from that which we like and that which we do not like. This year, may we truly learn the lesson of let things be exactly as they are, and may we experience the freedom that brings to us all in 2024. Blessed be, and so it is.
Every thought we think, every word we speak is creating our future.
You know my soul is singing. You know my soul is singing. For freedom. Yeah. Are you in charge of your life? Do you make it your own? Do you follow your heart? Yeah. This moment is your home. Do you see love all around you? And let compassion fill your soul. And feeling all of your sensations. We are free and we are whole. And so our thoughts create our freedom. Freedom. Rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Freedom. Rock with me, baby. Yeah, yeah. Or do you love to suffer? Are you comfortable with pain? Well, try living in the flow, in the state of well-being. And don't you worry about tomorrow. You just stay in the now. All is good if you can see it. It all works out somehow. So our thoughts create our freedom. Freedom. Rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Freedom. Rock with me, baby. Yeah.
All of us are on a journey to love and appreciate who you are. We are divine, magnificent expressions of life. The universe loves gratitude. The more grateful you are, the more things you have to be grateful about.
Does your intuition guide you? Or do you lay awake at night? Do you believe in the power times of confusion, when you can't find the way, there's an answer deep inside you that puts you back in harmony. And so our thoughts create our freedom. Freedom, rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Freedom, rock with me, baby. Yeah, yeah. Freedom, rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Freedom, rock with me, baby. Yeah, soul is singing. You know my soul is singing for freedom.
Oh, thank you. So wonderful. Thank you.
Righty.
Were you chair dancing? Did you?
So, see, one thing that I love about that video, all those little clips I found, was so many people dancing, you know what I mean? And doing different kinds of things. Did you see that lady put the chair in her teeth?
Lift the chair with her teeth?
Picked up with her teeth. It just is so funny. I'm like, wow, that's freedom.
Things that you didn't know that you were capable of doing, right? You know,
Exactly.
Find out what your talents are and what is yours to do. Apparently there is somebody whose job it is to pick up chairs with their teeth. So it's like, don't give me that you don't have a job to do and that the job that God is asking you to do is silly or it's not worth it. Or there's a woman out there who picks up chairs with her teeth for God. Okay, so what you want to do and what God has for you on your soul is probably okay. You know, that's itching for you to do is probably okay. You know, I wonder how difficult it was to her to say, no, God, I don't want to pick up a chair with my teeth. No, God, that's not for me. And God's going, pick up the chair with your teeth. And she has to resist her path to go. It's just funny.
It's very funny.
You know,
It was like,
I love it. It's like, oh, I resist what God wants me to do when it's what I really, really, really want to do.
Yeah.
Right? But I resist it. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I wanted to give this idea to you about how to use the Course in Miracles to move yourself out of a very difficult situation. And like the very actual practical method that A Course in Miracles says that this is how you move from where you don't want to be to where you do want to be. And in the beginning stages, it really is a feeling state, isn't it? And she says, if you don't like how you feel, please use that as motivation.
Choose again.
At least you don't know that you don't like how you feel, so make a different decision than you make every time that makes you feel this way. At least do that for yourself.
Right. That's such a gentle reminder. I mean, at least you realize that you don't like how you feel, you know? So you can make a choice. You can make a choice right there. Like
that's prompt for self-inquiry, right? That's a prompt to say, how did I get here? What kind of poison am I growing? You know, that I'm consuming. I'm growing it and I'm consuming it and I'm eating it. You know, nobody's holding down my life and making it happen in a certain way, no matter what I think is going on. Nobody is holding down my life and making me live it in a certain way. Nobody's doing that.
Choices.
You know.
Knowing that you have choices.
So, the image I'd like to put in your head is for this is the idea Have you ever seen those architectural foundational drawings? Like before you put in a building, you have to put in the gravel layer and then the rock and then the thing and those really cool architectural drawings of foundations and stuff like that about how methodological you need to build this foundation so it doesn't fall down and kill everybody in the building. It's like the reason why you built the building, so it would stand and have a function. Because if you don't put the foundation there, you don't even have a building. No matter what you put on top of it, if you don't put the foundation first, you don't even have a building eventually. Right.
Well, Jesus said the
wants
same thing.
Right.
Where do you build your foundation?
Where do you build your foundation? What are you putting your trust in your method is, and what kind of life are you building for yourself? And we know this. This is a very, very, very old lesson. The 3 pigs. You know this lesson already. It's the lesson of the 3 pigs. Don't build your foundation on things that can burn away and blow away. Straw. Straw is also food for other things. Do you know that? It's food for prey. Most things that eat straw are prey and food for other things. You know, it's the cycle of fertility, so it's not a complete metaphor. And and mud isn't finished. Brick is, but mud is not finished. Mud is halfway through the problem. You didn't complete the process. Brick is the complete thing. You did it. You did the labor. You worked on it, and you put the whole thing together like it's supposed to. That's the plan. That's going according to the plan, not going halfway and not doing what isn't yours to do. I think it's brilliant. So let's talk about what the foundations for A Course in Miracles are. The foundation for A Course in Miracles, she says them very clearly. She says them in the introductions to the workbook, the introductions to the lessons, and she says it at the very, very, very end, and I'm including the workbook for teachers, in the way that she says the way this is all supposed to end up. You know, what the end result is, the image of the life that is lived, what that actually looks like. So let's look at the beginning of this piece. Now, this is the Course in Miracles introduction, and this is what I say this every time on our Wednesday group, because I think it's really important to set our minds where the Course in Miracles can be heard, right? Set the direction of our mind where our subconscious, where our attention is held, okay? And it goes like this, and she says 9 sentences, and this is the Course in Miracles, the introduction, and she says, I'll see if we've decided to say this, and she says this at the very beginning. What do you think this is? Just let's stop there. This. What is this?
Well, for me, it says everything. Like this.
This.
All of it.
That's how big it is. That is the subject that she wants to talk about. She opens the course and she says, this.
Yeah.
It's marvelous. This is A Course in Miracles. It is a required course.
Because we're here. And we're experiencing this.
If you have this, you have a required course. Only the time you take, these are the rules, right? Only the time you take it is voluntary. So you can take as long as you like. Off, just like, okay, there's no race. There's no race. Because time doesn't exist, right? You can take as long as you like. There's no pressure. Relax. Relax.
Be calm already.
I know, because you aren't going to wake up. Free will doesn't mean that free will does not mean that you are going to establish the curriculum.
Which you are you referring
little you.
to? Okay.
You aren't going to establish a curriculum, right? How could you? Do you know what you need to learn? If you did, you would have already had the curriculum, right? Well, the Course in Miracles doesn't have your curriculum either. It just shows you where to find it. Okay? And what order you're taking it in. Okay? Because everybody takes it in a different order, right? Everybody. So this is what she's going to say. She's going to, free will means. How about that? The Course in Miracles has a statement of free will. What does free will mean? Free will means only that you could elect what you want to take. And now this is talking about the curriculum and the time it takes for you to learn the lessons. That you can elect what you want to take at a given time. So you can go as fast, as slow, and jump around as much as you like. You can follow whatever path that you like. That's why the Course in Miracles is really good. Because the Course in Miracles doesn't say how you do it. It teaches you how you do it. Oh, yeah. Do you want to know how you're going to do this? Then we need to do what Regina said at the very beginning of this homily lesson. How honest are you with you? How honest are you with what's working or what's not working? Are you performing a way a spiritual person looks so you get treated a certain way? You know? Are we performing spirituality? Are we performing a good person? You know? It's the motivation. It's the intent. It's what a lot of what Regina talked about. Do we want to be here? So she continues. Free will means only that you can elect what you want to take at a given time. The course, as in this, the course, does not aim at teaching the meaning of love. Oh, man, I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me. Right. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love. And she says it's beyond what can be taught. Do you think that love is beyond what can be taught? Do you think you can teach someone to love you? Have you ever tried to teach an animal to love you?
Oh, they just love you, don't they?
Or they learn to know you, and then they know not to hang around you. They might. What they do is they get to know you, don't they? They get to know what you're about and your feelings and stuff like that, and they reflect all that for us, right? There's where we are. The Course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love. That's beyond what can be taught, because it's reality. You can't teach somebody about this. The Course does not aim. The Course does aim, excuse me. The Course does aim, because it doesn't aim and then it aims. She tells you what it doesn't do and then what it does do. The Course does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness, not our awareness, not your awareness, the awareness. Here we are. We're in the awareness, and we're this, and we're the awareness. To the blocks, to the awareness of love's presence. This unteachable thing that we are. And she says of something that's kind of interesting. She throws us back into the world and says, it's your inheritance. Inheritance is like father, son, is material stuff, right? It's qualities that you pass on to another thing. It's inherited. You can inherit good things, bad things. You can inherit a cleft palate. You can inherit money. You can inherit schizophrenia and alcoholism, all these things, right? Inheritance, It's because we are one thing. So she throws us back into the world to say, I believe, that it's this reflection will always be here, and the reflection will be what you will be working with to see what your inheritance is. So your inheritance can be shared with the world in this reflection in form. Because what you want to do, what is ours to do, will be in form. And that's what's so frustrating for us. I want to know what love is because I don't feel it, because I don't know it. I'm looking for it out there. She identifies the problem as saying what we do is we learn that it's not out there. It's something that is already natural and exists already. To look out there for it is a fool's errand. It's my natural inheritance. I can't escape it. I cannot escape it. I cannot escape what is mine. So again, oh my God. And I don't have to earn it. I don't have to be keep on the right side of Dad, so I stay in the will, or Grandpa, Don't say those things, or don't let the opposite. And then she says, she throws us back into the world with your natural inheritance, and then she says the opposite of love. This is the third time she's mentioned love. It can't be taught. It's who you are. The opposite of love, the opposite of who you are, is fear. And what did we learn about fear today?
Well, I'm learning that it really is an illusion.
Well, fear is seeing incorrectly.
Yeah, it is
right?
seeing incorrectly.
It's not really seeing what's there. I'm upset because
I'd seen what is not there. Yes, exactly. I'm never upset for the reason I think. I'm upset because I see things that are not there. That's the lessons this week,
So the opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. There's non-dualism that's Advaita right there. There's no opposite. It looks like there's two things, and there's not actually two things there. So she says, because you see two things doesn't make it not two things. Seeing the two things isn't even the problem. Acting like there's two things is the problem. Because you see two things. We see people and cats. I know the difference between a cat and a dog. Those are two different things. See what I mean? But that's not the problem. See, what she's asking us to say, what problems are you solving for? That you're upset, you're uncomfortable, whatever's going. Where do you think this comes from? This upset comes from. She says it 3 times. You don't know what love is. Right? We pursue love in all the wrong places.
Dirty dancing.
Exactly. We don't know what love is, So that, and then she concludes this way. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. And if you want a Course in Miracles tattoo, I'd suggest this one. Okay? Number 1, nothing real can be threatened. Number 2, nothing unreal exists. Number 3, herein lies the peace of God.
Yeah.
She's talking about existence. If you know what's real and you know what's not real, then it's not a problem, is it? Then you can see where the peace is. We can see where the peace is. I can exist as, the Glen doesn't have to be punished or learn anything new. Glen isn't the problem. My belief that Glen is the problem. My desire to improve Glen so it's less of a problem is the problem.
And my desire to improve Glen.
I don't know. Those are pretty good suggestions. Those are often pretty good suggestions, So nothing real can be. This is the way the Course in Miracles and the way that the Course wants us to understand what reality is. What is real cannot be changed. If you're upset probably because something changed. So then you realize, oh my God, I'm now recreating the thing that's now upset. I've invested in the upset part. The me that's not getting the social, that not getting access to intimacy and resources. That recognition is the path to peace. Because you drop it. You go, oh, I know that doesn't work. I know that doesn't work. I know trying like the hell the dickens to get this person to like me doesn't work. I hope we do. Maybe we have to learn that with, over and over and over again. But, it's there. So that is the introduction.
To the text.
Yeah,
that was the introduction.
That's the introduction to the text.
Now there's an introduction to
the
workbook.
And the introduction to the workbook. This is what she says. The introduction to the test is, this is what the Course can do for you. tell you the difference between offer you a path to peace. This is what they're promising. There's peace here. And then she tells you how to do it. She gives you the method, how to work with this book. And this is what I want. I'm going to show you. This is called the workbook instructions. And if you've been coming to my class as long as I've been teaching it, for like most of the beginning, of course, I used to play this at the beginning of each one of my programs. I played it at the beginning of our class for many, many, many years. So I want to go back and I want to play to you the workbook instructions and see if you can say them along with us, okay? As a reminder, and then we'll go over them a little bit, but see if you remember this and see how you might hear it differently because we haven't heard it in a new way, and especially in light of what Regina said today about fear, about being able to be honest with ourselves, and the kind of lifestyle that she's asking us to develop, to really want to be here, to do this work, and to stop looking away. From what we really want in the world. So think about it in that context. I'm going to share this.
It's probably where the
it is. I know. So we'll do that, and we'll do this, and we'll do it here. And so I want to. All right. So this is the workbook instructions. See if you can sing along with us. Course in Miracles workbook for students. The overall aim of the exercises is to increase your ability to extend the ideas you will be practicing to include everything. This will require no effort on your part. The exercises themselves meet the conditions necessary for this kind of transfer. Some of the ideas the workbook presents you will find hard to believe, and others may seem to be quite startling. This does not matter. You are merely asked to apply the ideas you are directed to do. You are not asked to judge them at all. You are asked only to use them. It is their use that will give them meaning to you and will show you that they are true. Remember only this. You need not believe the ideas. You need not accept them. You need not even welcome them. Some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. But do not allow yourself to make exceptions in applying the ideas the workbook contains. And whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than that is required. Reactions to the ideas may be, use them. That is the method.
And, after all these years of, we, go over A Course in Miracles every year, and I like to do the workbook lessons every day, every year, and I always find something new. And so when I first started using the lessons, they were just kind of sort of like nice little things to say to myself, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And then, as time has gone on, and I've kept practicing them, it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and I do uncover the blocks to love's awareness. I really see my blocks. Now, whether I'm able to actually get over my blocks, some I have.
Some you play with.
Some
you
play
decorate.
With for a
some
while.
You make a little chain and carry them behind you, and share them with your friends. Collect all million of them.
But I can see them. So we wanted to share this week's lessons because
the first 7 lessons we're going to look at. The first 50 lessons are the Course in Miracles, and it really builds on that. Mm-hmm. Just like the 50 principles of miracles in the first chapter is a statement about what what Course in Miracles is going to be talking about. So lesson 1 is
Lesson 1 is nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, means anything. Yay!
Nothing I see means anything.
Nothing I see. I know. Thank you, Shauna, for participating.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to rest casually and say, right, because that's dawning on the idea that I'm not the meaning creator. The little me, the one that's get upset about the meaning of things is not the one who's creating the meaning. Keep going.
Okay.
Number 2, lesson 2.
Lesson 2.
I have given everything I see
in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place,
all the meaning that it has for me.
That is liberating. That is so liberating. I have given everything I see, all the meaning that it has for me. Boy,
and I'm responsible for the way I act when I do that.
Yes, for sure. That is so liberating to me. It's like, I've given everything I see, all the meaning that it has for me. So I see something, I assign it meaning. Glenn can see the same thing and assign it a different meaning.
I'm usually right, though.
Okay. I'll give it to you. Okay,
Lesson
number 3. Okay, I love this. I do not understand anything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place.
You don't understand.
I
know.
do not
How about I do not understand
anything I see.
If you don't understand, what are your decisions going to be like? If you don't understand what you're looking at, what kind of decisions do you think you're going to be making?
That's a good point.
Very childish ones. Decisions in which you don't have all the information.
Right, decisions where you don't have all
decisions probably where you're going to be pleasing somebody else or assigning or following somebody else's agenda. Because if you aren't doing your energy and you aren't doing what is yours to do, there's somebody using your energy to do what they want to do. Because the energy is not being wasted. Because there's not 2 people. It's not going somewhere else. It's going somewhere. We can just be conscious about where it's going or not. Because we are participating in what is, consciously or not. It's completely natural, and we can't stop it. There is no unthissing this. Do you understand? There's no unthissing this.
Right. That's a really, really great way to say it.
You can't unthis yourself. You can't unhear yourself.
I always love in the mornings when Anne does meditations and she says, okay, look and find the switch that turns off awareness. Did you turn on awareness when you woke up this morning? And she goes, look for it. Can you find it? Find the switch that turns off awareness.
Turn it off. Dare you. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it down.
So great.
Yeah.
That's so great. Okay.
Number 3 is I do not understand anything I see.
Okay. And lesson 4, these thoughts do not mean anything. They are like the things I see in this room.
Alrighty, putting things together. Thoughts are material objects. Thoughts are have no more material existence than the table or the
chair or the wall.
Wow. My thoughts are material things. My thoughts are outside of reality. Because they come and go, and because they change, and because I can see the beginning and the middle and the end of them, they are not me, and they are not real.
They arise and they fall.
They arise and they fall. Now I can get upset if I want to. Or not.
Or not.
These thoughts do not mean anything. That sometimes helps and sometimes doesn't.
Yeah. And this is one that I always come back to because it really does help me. These thoughts do not mean anything. Okay, lesson 5. Oh boy. Oh wow. These are so great. Lesson 5.
You might get this tattoo. I don't know. Get this one.
I am never upset for the reason I think. How about you guys?
It's like whoa. It's so informative, though. You can snap yourself out of it once that feeling of being uncomfortable, that feeling of being angry or wrong or righteous or whatever like that. As soon as that flag, you got a red flag in that goes never upset for the reason I think, you will laugh at yourself.
I'm laughing.
You were like, oh my God, that's like from when I was 9. You realize that you're reacting out of unprocessed healing, unprocessed trauma, and you're just on automatic pilot. And it takes very, very, very little awareness to move through a great deal of this stuff. You know, it really, really, really does. So there's often, very, very often in A Course in Miracles, when people begin it, they make huge progress, huge strides, because the willingness has been there all along, and the method just hasn't been there, right? Or we've tried a million methods and never stuck to one. That's why A Course in Miracles says, this is A Course in Miracles. And whatever you're doing is A Course in Miracles. If you'll do it. Do you see what she's saying?
Yeah.
Use them. And whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them.
Nothing more than that is
Nothing
required.
more than that is required.
Right.
There you
So-
go. All right.
So lesson 5 was I am never upset for the reason I think. Lesson 6 is
I am
upset because I see something that is not there.
And then lesson 7.
And then today's lesson, which is lesson number 7, I see only the past. Wow. So how about those? I'm upset because I see something that's not there. And then I see only the past, which is not there.
So if
Which
you're
is what
paying
makes me
attention, it's
upset.
like, where does this feel? When have I felt this before? Oh, I don't know. My mom was yelling at me, or when I got my foot, or the playground bully, or whatever like that. When have I felt this before? It'll be in the past. You're trying to bring up and heal something from the past. So, in this effort, I'd like to finish this aura with this idea. Okay. This is. We're in the section of A Course in Miracles, chapter 1, which she discusses is she wants to talk about what is real. That's chapter 1. What is real? So if you're ever really confused, pick up chapter 1. It's a good place to begin. So she gives us the couple of introductions about how to use the workbook and how to use the text. And then she gives a description of the final realized the result of doing these things. She gives us a picture of what it looks like, what we look like and act like and feel like when we're doing what is ours to do. And she says it like this. And if you pull up YouTube/Glen Ganaway, this will play, and you will hear my heartfelt, tearful rendition of this. You can listen to it anytime. This is one of my favorite passages in A Course in Miracles. And she says it like this. Oh God.
It's the other one.
I know it's the other one. And she says it like this. Let me give you the paragraph. Okay. Remember, you are his completion and his love. Remember, your weakness is his strength. But do not read this hastily or wrongly. If his strength is in you, what you perceive as your weakness is but illusion. And he has given you the means to prove it is so. Ask all things of his teacher, and all things are given you. Not in the future, but immediately. Now, God doesn't wait, for waiting implies time, and he is timeless. Forget your foolish images, your sense of frailty, and your fear of harm, your dreams of danger and selected wrongs. God knows but his Son, and as he is created, so he is. In confidence, I place you in his hands, and I give thanks for you in all that this is so. In you, all that this is so. And now, in all of your doings, be you blessed. God has turned to you for help to save the world. Teacher of God, his thanks he offers you. And all the world stands silent in the grace that you bring from him. You are the Son he loves, and it is given you to be the means through which his voice is heard around the world. To close all things of time, to end the sight of all things visible, and to undo all things that change. Through you is ushered in a world unseen, unheard, yet truly there. Holy are you, and in your light the world reflects your holiness. For you are not alone and friendless. I give thanks for you and join your efforts on behalf of God, knowing that they are on my behalf as well, and for all those who are walking to God with us. Amen. You're not alone and friendless. You do not walk alone. My name is Reverend Glen Ganaway. This is the love of my life, the Reverend Yolanda, and I implore you to listen to that voice that likes you. She will tell you that we are all one, and she'll tell you how to act like it. Stay tuned. It's a wonderful evening ahead.
Happy 2024.
Happy 2024.
Thanks for joining us. See y'all later. Yay.